I would say for friends, like that's definitely something I feel like I need to work on. It's something I spend a lot of time thinking about, in the sense of like, I know like my communication can be improved, especially when it comes to friends.
There are also conversations that are easy to avoid with friends, right? Where it's like, with a friend, you're not quite as obligated to have that conversation, even though maybe both of you know, and you could even hang out with each other a few times with it, like on both of your minds, and you won't acknowledge it because it's easy.
Yeah.
But that's why you appreciate the friends that are like, hey, bro, let's talk real quick.
Yeah, definitely. But like you were saying, how like communication's a two-way street. Sometimes it's going to be on me to be like, hey, bro, like, this is why I can't make it. I don't have a good reason. I'm just fucking depressed, or I'm just fucking tired, bro. Like, and I think because we're all adults, and for those people who like, they've known us for that long, they're like, yeah, that's fucking real, bro. Like, I appreciate the call. Like, we'll link on the next one, you know, but being so like in our heads about it because of the fear of rejection or whatever that looks like. But starting to look at it from a point of, well, like, this person's fucked with me for so long, they deserve that communication. They just deserve like a better standard of communication, really. It's also like you were saying, it's fucking, you know, friendships in adulthood is like, let's put something on a calendar in a month and a half, and then, you know, we'll check back in, we'll touch base again, you know.
Not the touch base.
Yes,
we'll circle back.
We'll circle back and touch base a week from, you know, make sure you have those KPIs in order, you know. But it's just like, there's so much going on, so it's a lot harder to, but I think that's what makes it more important, because like one thing that Cassie told me, like when we were having the twins, she was like, I want you to make sure that you lean into your like your friendships, because you're gonna need it. Everything can't be baby. Like, go fucking play some basketball, go on a motorcycle ride, like go fucking be a human being, so you're well-rounded and you could bring that well-rounded self, you know, to your kids. So that's part of the reason why I'm like, okay, you need to communicate better when it comes to your friendships.
This also makes me think of just, maybe this is more unique or common with male friendships.
For sure.
Because I think like when women are friends with each other, they tend to be a lot closer, and they tend to like need to have those conversations.
Men need to do it as well. We've just normalized not doing it for longer periods of time. So like, for example, when we all leave here today and we're in our house, we're like, damn, that was a good conversation, you know. But the last time we did something like this was like 8 months ago, maybe, something like that, like a podcast type of thing. But in the sense of like, just had like a sit down dialogue where there's not like a activity on the schedule of we're gonna get this done. It's not productivity oriented. It's just like,
the conversation is the point.
And I've even noticed that on myself. Like, I don't know if it's my ADHD but I'm the person who's always like, okay, what we doing next? Like, just because my brain can't fucking chill to be like, yo, you're just being.
Yo, are we all neurodivergent? Because I do have diagnosed ADHD. And I realized, it took me a long time to realize it was ADHD, because I was like, I just need to get organized. And just like, but I think it's both ADHD and in a sense of like immigrant guilt too, where it's like, you
always got to be doing something.
I got to be doing something. Yeah. Like, why are we just sitting around? Yeah. We gotta make something happen. I'm sure there's the masculinity thing there too. It's like this pressure to provide, like, even like, who am I providing for right now? You know, but like, there's kind of an understanding, I think, when you're talking to like other men, like, look, we got our own shit. We're going to just not deal with it right now. But maybe we should like destigmatize that, because like we talked about needing a roadmap to talk to your children so that they're raised to feel safe and comfortable and loved. A lot of times I think in male friendships, we don't have that roadmap.
And again, if the kids are watching that, right? Like, if they're sitting there watching you interact with your friend and there's like no substance to it, right? They're going to be like, okay, well, that's just how conversations are, you know? We could stay surface level and that's it. Versus like, again, even if it's a super brief check-in, like, yo, you good? Like, you sure? Okay, cool. Like, and just seeing the you sure? Like, are you for real? Like, I can take the time if you need. Okay, cool. Let's go.
I think that's super valid. Just like, are you good? And then they saying yes or no. it's kind of like
a reflex.
Right.
Yeah, that's a level of just like, yo, you good? What's up? Cool.
Yeah.
Like you say that even though you're not really asking.
Living a dream
all
you
the
know?
time. Yeah, it's just a greeting. It's just a greeting. You're just like, yo, you good type shit. But like, it is important to take that pause and be like, no, for real though. Like,
yeah,
the space is here if you need it.
I think my go-to is just like, how you feeling? Like, it's just more of like an open, it's not just like you good. Because my whole thing too is like, I'm not gonna try to force a conversation or force somebody to open up. I do want it, like, to send the message like, hey, if you feel up for it, we can talk about it. Like, but you don't have to. So then what are the ways, I guess, maybe you know how to make your friends feel safer? Like maybe after this conversation, well, I guess what are we taking from this? Maybe it's my ADHD brain and like, how are we gonna be productive about this?
For me with my friends, and I think I've done it with maybe both of you at some point in time throughout our long friendships, is just having an uncomfortable moment where you're just like, hey bro, like I hit it recently. I was like, yo bro, like I'm sorry I haven't been paying full price for studio sessions and shit. Good, but it's just like an accountability thing of like, I'm not like, you hook me up as a homie and stuff, and like we've had such a long relationship that like we understand these things, but it's also like, bro, like I don't ever want you to think that I'm just like taking advantage or like whatever. And so just to check in and have that moment of like, yo bro, like I'm aware of my shortcomings and like, I value our friendship, is what that says to me, is like, just putting that value and making sure that it's understood too, that like, yo, like our friendship means a lot to me, and because of that, like I'm willing to be uncomfortable and like, have these check-ins where I'm just like, yo, like just so you know, like, I'm aware or I'm here or whatever it is.
Just in terms of what we're talking about, I love that you were able to feel confident enough, like, yo, this is kind of not bothering you, but it's on your mind, like, hey, thank you, bro, or like whatever the message was, like, hey, I'm aware of it and I wasn't thinking about it, but in the sense of like, oh, this is something he's thinking about, like enough for him to contact me about it. You're good, bro, like be at ease, like I want you to vibe out. I have always been the friend that people like come to for advice, strangely enough, because I was always, except now, but typically before I was like always like the youngest person. Now I'm like, I guess midway in my friend group, but I like that people come to me and they feel safe enough to have difficult conversations. I'm honestly flattered that people ask my advice. Like I feel like they feel that safety with me. And now, like in the past couple of years, just going through like a lot of life's like bullshit, I've seen now how the reverse side, like I was the one who really needed the support, and all of my friends like Nick and you all like showed up. So now I really see the value of it, and it galvanizes me to like be able to like do that even more. And then now, like also like when I am feeling down, just calling a homie up like, yo, what's good? Let's talk,